is it your choice to feel unworthiness?
Remember, yeah, it's a good question, because remember I've said that all of the emotions that are in us create all of these events, and it's our choice whether we release them or not. But many of the emotions that are in us weren't our choice to get into us. They were the choices of others to get into us. And the reason why is when we're a child, we are absorbing emotions from our environment without any filters. Right? So, as soon as I have been conceived and my soul is attracted to my bodies, and so I'm now connected to my bodies and I'm now in my mother's womb, from that moment on I'm absorbing emotions from my surroundings. And that's the world of mankind, it's also my family, and it's also my parents. And then my parents in particular, because they are the closest ones to me. Now, I'm not choosing, like the soul's choice right at the beginning is to accept everything from its environment. And in the end, that's where you will be as well. So as you deal with all of your emotions, you'll get to a point in the end where you accept every emotion from your environment. So right now, while I'm talking to you, and I'm looking at different ones of you, I'm feeling every one of your emotions. And it's entering me. Right? And you'll get to the point where you'll be conscious of that, what those emotions are. And you'll be able to even say to the person, did you know you've got this emotion and that emotion, and it was caused by this childhood event and that childhood event? And the person will go, wow. And yet every single person here has the same capacity to do that. Now the child has the most capacity to do that. So the child absorbs all of the emotions from its surroundings. And this is why we need to, as adults, start creating better surroundings in a soul level. So while the child is like that, it's absorbing these surroundings. That's the way God built it, so that every single one of you are able to absorb all the emotions from all of your surroundings perfectly. The problem is that many of those emotions are damaging to the child. And so the emotion of unworthiness, which is one of the most damaging emotions in the human race, automatically gets absorbed even by the time the child is born. And we can change that. But it wasn't your choice to feel unworthiness then, but now you need to make the choice to feel it, to let it go. Do you follow me? Mm-hmm. So you need to, at some point, say, this emotion is in me, and now it's in me, I need to let it go. And I know it's unfair, that's what it feels like, and it's another emotion I need to feel, that it was unfair. And the truth is, it is unfair. Every single time a parent imposes its emotion on a child, the parent is being unfair. You follow me? So if we're parents, that's quite confronting, isn't it?
Seems to us that, because as we get older, we put up barriers.
That's right. It's not even us who put up the barriers, though. It's usually our parents that put up the barriers, because our soul's natural condition is that we want to experience all of our emotion. But as a parent, it's the parents who shut down the emotions generally, or the environment. How many times, if you think about it, how many times in a day are you shut down from somebody else? Like, you think about your whole time when you're at work. If you started crying at work, what would happen to you? A lot of times you'd probably get sacked. Or they'd say, go and see a doctor and get a pill, right? Or whatever. Right? And can I just finish answering? Yeah.
When you take your parents on, can't you just blame somebody for doing it instead of dealing with it yourself?
I'm not blaming your parents. What I'm saying is the truth. The truth is that these emotions came from your parents and your environment. That's just the truth. We all need to at some point accept. We all need to accept it even for our own children's sake, that even their emotions came from us. We need to deal with that. That is just the truth. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just saying it's the truth. Now, if I feel blamed, when I'm saying that and you're feeling blamed, that's an emotion in you. And you need to deal with that emotion. I'm just saying the truth of what's actually going on. However, if you blame them, rather than just stating the truth of it, you are now projecting at them the desire to fix it for you. And as soon as you do that, you are not going to actually progress. So as soon as I make the choice inside of myself to now blame my parent and yell and scream at them and go around every week and give them hassles and try to get them to pay me back for all the damage they've done, all those kind of things that I'm trying to do. As soon as I do that, I am now in a state where I'm not going to progress spiritually, because I'm not owning my own grief, and I need to connect to my own grief and own that.
These barriers, right?
Yep.
They sort of protect you, but they hold you back in a way. So how can you actually deal with that and deal with the other?
And the barriers we created, we believe they protect us because our parents believed they protected them. That's the only reason why we believe it. The truth...
Barriers stop, like say something happens, don't they stop the feeling of you being unworthiness, which is actually, like feeling that, which is actually a choice?
Yes, they do. The barriers do stop the feeling, but the truth is, from God's perspective, we need to feel that feeling to release it, right? So actually, our most unsafe condition is to not feel the emotion. See, the majority of us feel, don't we? As soon as AJ starts talking about feeling your emotion, the first thing that generally comes up for us is, man, this is going to be terrible. Sorry?
Yeah, I'll use an example.
Yep.
My boss, like say he was to say a crack about my weight,
Yep.
it was to offend me.
Yep.
This is, right?
Yep.
Is it my choice to feel unworthiness and get cranky? But how can I deal with it?
All right. Now, the question you're asking is what a six-sphere spirit would do. A six-sphere spirit would say, hang on a sec, it's my choice to actually feel unworthy or not unworthy here, and I choose to not feel unworthy, and I'm fine. Now, that's not what I'm suggesting to do. I'm suggesting to do the opposite. The truth is that you attracted the event of somebody telling you. So in the case you gave, if somebody's telling you you're overweight, you attracted that event. You attracted that event to trigger the emotion that actually created your overweight, your being overweight. When you deal with the emotion, the weight will just fall off you. When you actually experience the emotion, the weight will just fall off you, and you won't have to change what you're eating or anything. Once you deal with the emotion, the weight will just fall off you, and if you deal with the emotion, the whole thing will be cured, if you like. But if I say, no, I choose to not feel unworthy in that situation, what you're actually choosing to do is holding on to the emotion that caused the crack in the first place, that caused the comment in the first place. And so tomorrow, you know what's going to happen? You'll get another comment. And next week, you'll get another comment. And next month, you'll get another comment. And
so that could work the opposite, like, because see, that's the law of attraction.
Yep.
So if you want to attract some good stuff, you push away.
No, if you want to attract good stuff, it's the same thing in the soul. If you've got a burning desire for the good stuff, it will automatically be attracted. So this is why I'm saying humility is about feeling all of your emotions, because if you have a burning desire to feel all your emotions, when you release the bad stuff will no longer occur to you anymore. And when you act upon the good stuff, more good stuff will occur. You follow me?
Yeah, I do.
Yep. So it's not about opposites or anything, it's just about tuning into the underlying causal emotion and actually letting yourself experience that. So in the example you gave about the weight, if someone's making a crack about my weight, then I just need to feel the emotion inside of myself, right, that is triggered. And ironically, that'll be the same emotion that created my weight. And once I feel that emotion and release that emotion completely, the weight will automatically fall off and nobody will make cracks about it anymore. Nobody will make jokes about it anymore. Right? And that's how it works at the soul level. Now on the good side, I suppose you could say, the positive side, like I have a desire. All of a sudden, I just get this thought pop into my mind. I need to go down the street and I need to walk into this shop. So I just have this thing pop into my mind. So off I go. I trust that, right? And off I go. And lo and behold, I meet a person that just happens to want to offer me a job that pays 2 times more than what I currently get. Right? Those kind of things will also happen to you. Right? Once you deal with like the desirous emotions within you and you follow those.